Stadium, site of this year's stage. One last hurdle to clear before the national championship game. We'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal in this playoff. The Florida Gators taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen. That's good coverage there. The Aggies offense comes on the field first today. Of course, the home of the Cotton Bowl in modern times has become AT&T Stadium, a massive yet somehow intimate setting. Kirk, this, of course, is where the first championship game of the playoff era was played.
Well, who could forget that? When Ohio State took care of Oregon to win the national championship for Urban Meyer. And this game, like you said, I think it just seems to get bigger and bigger in this setting. The pressure these players feel. Let's see who can handle that the best today.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
He's moving out of the pocket now. Pulls it in. It's Woods. The defense will wrap him up after about a 6-yard gain. Not enough for the first. It's 4th down.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
So instead of trying to pin the opponents deep with a punt, they'll go for it on 4th down. First drive of the game. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Man, that's got to be deflating for this defense. They had this offense right where they wanted, and then they come up with a 4th down conversion with that pass.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. Great move there. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
I tell you, this running back from Texas A&M is dangerous when he has room to work. Great speed, good job of picking up the first down. And Chris, you just think about some of the backs that they've had when they've had a chance to put that Texas A&M uniform on. Dante Hall, some people forget, was a Texas A&M running back. Devon Achane, of course, more recently. And even Isaiah Spiller, good tough blend of toughness and speed.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackled, but first down.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense, because the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Oh, the defense. They get this offense to a 3rd down. Early in the game, a chance to get him off the field. But instead, this quarterback shows you why they've had such a great year with a conversion.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice game like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Couldn't quite get in, but they're knocking on the door at the 1. And the Aggies looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What a great play by the defense here. Getting close to the goal line, not only do they come up with a big stop, but they send them backwards in the process.
Short throw, running back makes the catch behind the line of scrimmage. Touchdown, A&M. This quarterback on fire today. We come out in the playoff game, Kurt. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. But he's got some space here. Turns on the speed. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
The quarter coming up. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. So at the end of 1, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Makes a quick grab. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. The Aggies will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on third down, get him the ball.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Has the first down and more. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the +47. This Texas A&M offense is moving quickly down the field. And there's the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
In the clear at the 25. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Made the defense look slow that time. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
The AT puts him in front by 7. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Florida Gators offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
They'll run the option. Ball handed to the running back. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The gain makes it second and medium. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead, he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
Third down play for this offense. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They pick up 4, so second down and 6 coming up.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
The gain makes it second and medium. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. That one sails incomplete, threw it too far.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing.
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense and man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Running it back, it's Tease. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. And the clock stops now for the 2-minute warning. A chance to strategize here before we reach halftime. Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. In the last possession, the defense just had no answer for this powerful ground game. Let's see what they can do this time. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Scanning the field, it's Collins. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. You've got pass interference, but this time it's on the offense. Second down after that previous play. And he's got it again. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide. It can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Tight end goes in motion. Oh, and he doesn't hang on off the deflection there. He's going to bring up a third down play.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Can they pick up the first on the ground? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
RPO gives the quarterback so many options, and it puts a lot on the defense. If you overcommit one way, the quarterback's going to make you pay for it. Here, the defense sat back, made it easy. Hand the ball off, let that running back get some good yards.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Dropping back, it's Collins. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. Just 10 seconds remaining now. And the Aggies hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Aggies. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the return starts just inside the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now.
That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
The gain makes it second and medium. Motion now from the tight end. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Jacobs. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple of plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, and puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle. The Gators looking to run some tempo here. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Pulls it in. It's Daniels. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. It's intercepted, tried to fire it into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
He'll hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Takes the handoff and tests the left side. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, this is what coaches love to see. Quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the 1st down.
There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. The catch is made for a huge pickup. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
That huge play sets up a great opportunity. 1st and goal just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, A&M. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Extra point is good. It's a 3-touchdown lead now, 28-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he fields it inside the 15. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Well, this defense has been lights out all year long. In fact, it's been one of the best pass defenses in the country. Big reason why they're in this playoff, and they're living up to that standard today.
Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. He bought some time, now lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Hawkins. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. 1st down. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Off play action. He's looking to throw. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. And with 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he crosses the 30. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 34. First down at 10. Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. Breaks loose at the 45. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quick spin on the run. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Less than a yard to go as they come to the line on second down. Quarterback will throw this out of the RPO. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Grab behind the line. It's Williams. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you'd want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
And looking to throw now on first down. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And the route is on. Now the try here for the extra point. The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. The Gators offense retakes the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Caught on the outside. It's Jacobs. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage. Getting set. Here's second down. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a short completion to the tight end. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
First down, looking to throw the football. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw yet again. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
Man, how about the job by this defense? I mean, we really expected this offense to be able to come into this game, put up big yards and a lot of points. And here we are in the fourth quarter. Collectively, they don't even have 200 yards total offense, and they just seem to be out of sync. Give all the credit to the defensive coordinator and those defensive players and the way they're putting this pressure on this quarterback and this offense.
Airing this one out toward the sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Gators. Strong game by this quarterback.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. This group has been rolling up double digits at halftime. They've just built on that lead here in the second half. First down here for this offense. They'll use that running game, trying to bleed the clock here. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
The Aggies hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Receiver in motion now. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receiver's willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. And a timeout is taken with just 1 second remaining in the game. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Touchdown, Aggies. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
They're going to score on the last play of the game. I think that's a combination of the offense just trying to work the clock. And the defense, they've already shut things down. They're in the locker room. They give up another touchdown.
Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment. But now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship. That says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically. And they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.